All right, thanks so much for joining me. We are going to go through a little joint by joint approach to start to mobilize your whole body and also tap into some basic fundamental breath practices while we do it. So first off, we're gonna start out just coming back onto our toes. So it's gonna look a little bit like this. So you wanna reach your toes back. You can kind of lift yourself up off the ground a little bit, trying to get as much contact with the ground as you possibly can, and then sitting yourself, bam, back down onto the toes like so, opening up through that plantar fascia in the feet, opening up through the ankle, and then from this position, just start playing with raising your hands up overhead, reach, 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 and you can actually play with reaching the sky, alternating back and forth. I'm gonna face you for this, alternating back and forth, boom, boom, and starting to open up through that side body, open up through the lats, open up through the ribs, lungs, reach up through, alternating back and forth, and then you can start to go out to the sides, start to open up those hands, squeeze really tight, so you're really grabbing, and then you can alternate, reaching, same way we were doing up above the head, doing that rotation. Now I'm doing the same thing from the sides, starting to open up that space in and around the shoulder joints. From here, come all the way back down, 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 shake the body out, shake the arms out, come back down onto the toes like so, and we can start to open up through the neck. So we're gonna open up through the neck. We're gonna start off just going forward, boof, down, extending back, extending forward, going off to the side, off to the other side, rolling through that whole system. And then you can start to come down and to the shoulders next. You're gonna raise the shoulders up, deep breath in, and then relax the shoulders, relax the body, relax, relax, relax. And then deep breath in, squeeze fingers tight, 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 and then let everything relax, 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 shake it all out. And then we're gonna start to come into thoracic spine territory, connecting up to the neck and the lower back. And you're going to blow all of your air out and flex your spine forward like so. Push, 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 creating all that space through all of the vertebra, all the way up, down through the spine, up through the neck, and then take a deep breath in and extend your spine back. As we're doing this, we're thinking creating a global curve of extension all the way through the back. So what does that mean? A local curve would be something like this, where it's a deep curve right in one spot. Instead, we're gonna globally extend all the way through from the lower back all the way up into the neck, like we're bending a fishing rod. So the fishing rod would go all the way like that, as opposed to a sharp corner of a curve in one spot. So back and forth through this. Blow, 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 blow. And then deep breath in. And now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna hold the breath a little bit longer. So we're gonna breathe all of our air out. And then hold your breath for maybe 20 seconds, whatever feels good for you, and try and really vacuum seal your abdomen. As you're doing that, you can press your hands into the ground if you want. And then deep breath in. Into that global extension through the spine. Drop the shoulders down. Get as big as you possibly can be. Expand as much air into your chest cavity as possible, into your abdomen. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Through the nose. And then hold that breath. Once you've gotten all the breath you possibly can fit inside there, take a few more sips of air if you'd like, and you're gonna hold that for about 30 seconds or whatever feels good to you. You don't need to be a hero, just exploring holding that breath for a bit. And then allowing all the breath to come out. Push, 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 push. Vacuum seal your abdomen as much air as you possibly can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You might get some little pops and crackles in your back. You can feel free to kind of twist and turn a little bit while you're in that deep flexion, global flexion like the fishing pole. And then breathing back in. Extend, extend, extend. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. You can even play with looking up with your eyes as you're doing this. So typically our eyes are kind of stuck staring down to the right to our cell phones. This is a great opportunity to start to look up and to the left and start to open up that tissue in and around the visual muscles. And then relax, relax, relax. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So that's a really fantastic way to start to reset your nervous system and bring you into a more calm, rest, digest type parasympathetic state. From here, so you opened up through the shoulders, opened up through the neck, opened up through the hands. We're going to start to come down into the hips. And so with the hips, what I'd like us to do is play with coming up onto one knee like so. We go from this side actually. So one knee like so, and you're going to first start off with a good stack. So imagine you are driving this knee down to the ground and you're keeping a nice long stack all the way from the knee up into the top of the head. So I'm not going like that. I'm really keeping this length all the way straight down through the knee to the top of the head, and I'm slowly coming forward, and then I can start to play with actually grabbing my ankle in the back. Just start opening up through here and slowly leaning my weight forward. If you have a resistance band, you don't need one, you can just use your hand, but an option would be to bring that up behind your back like so. Start to open up through that hip, and you can even play with kicking against the band, or if you don't have a band, kicking against your foot like so. Kick, 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 kick. Hold that for about 5 seconds, and then relax deeper into that range of motion. Then you do the same thing on the opposite side. So you're stepping this foot forward, boom, 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 and then reaching back, grabbing that foot, keeping that same length and stack from the back knee all the way up to the top of the head, coming all the way down forward, just starting to open up those hips that get so dang tight with people sitting in chairs all the time, and plane seats and couches and toilet seats, and only going 90 degrees down to lay down in your bed. We don't often take our hips through this range of motion, and this is a really gratifying sensation to start opening up some of that tissue. From here, we're going to lay back down onto our backs. So we're going to lay ourselves all the way down to the ground. And as you lay down, I'd like you to pay attention to the manner in which you lay. So you're not just plopping down. We're going to literally slowly start to concave our abdomen here, and almost like we're dropping like a pearl necklace, one pearl at a time, each vertebra down to the ground. Just really feel that engagement through the abdomen. Then you're going to reach your hands up overhead, and as you do this, I want you to keep the ribs tucked, nice and tucked down. You can get long through your feet, and imagine you're like a spear. You're like one plank of wood. And now from here, you could start to play with bringing a foot up. You could play with grabbing a foot and start playing with kind of like a half happy baby type movement, and start just going through a little bit of range of motion with the ankle, with the hips. If you have a band or a belt or anything, piece of rope, anything, you can use that band to reach up, which would be my preference. Reach up and start to do a little self-massage in and around that foot. And then you could start to even come out into this happy baby position like we were done before. Start to open up in almost like a pigeon type position. And then you could play with bringing the leg out to the side as well, opening up through the adductors, opening up through the hamstrings. Then same thing, switch sides. Boom. And then starting to open up through those hamstrings. Come back into that kind of happy baby, half happy baby type position. You can pull the leg in a little bit more towards like a pigeon type position. And then going straight out with the leg as far as feels comfortable for you, keeping that support through the band. And then coming back down. And then as we are laying here, we're just going to finish off. Be great. You could put a cushion underneath your knees to raise your knees up a little bit. If you don't have a cushion, you could just raise your knees up and put them on the ground. You could put your knees up onto a couch. Side of a couch would be a great idea as well to create a little decompression of that low back. And then as you're laying down here, just finishing off with something that's kind of sort of like a shavasana, but just laying down and kind of observing the weight of your body on the ground. starting to observe that breath in the side of the ribs. And then emphasize a long exhalation. So you're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then have a long exhalation for 6 seconds or even more, 6 to 8 seconds. So it's going to be breathe in, outside of the ribs, hold for 4 seconds, 4. And then long exhalation. It can even be audible as well. All of your air out, hold for 4 seconds. Then breathing in through the nose. Hold for 4 seconds. And then out, audible. Hold for 4 seconds, one more time. Next one we're gonna hum on the way out, then we'll be wrapped up. And then deep breath in. Hold for 4 seconds. And then long humming breath out. So, hum out all of the air that you have, and then you can hold for 4 seconds. Feel that emptiness, that kind of like vacuum seal that you've created, and then take a normal breath in through the nose. And then get back to your day. So that was a quick little, I don't know, maybe it was 10 minutes or something, breakdown of how we can start to integrate some breath work into our daily wake up, or maybe before bed. Either time would be great. And also going through and mobilizing. We opened up through the ankles, through the toes, through the knees, through the hips, got a bit through the spine, through the shoulders, through the hands, through the neck. The other thing would be to pay attention to how you use your eyes throughout the day. So that'd be the last thing. As we're doing that, you could play with kind of allowing your vision to kind of go spacey. So you're not focusing in on anything while you're breathing. You're just allowing to kind of take in the whole room. Same thing throughout the day. You could tinker with looking out through windows. Make sure you're taking lots of walks. You're looking up into trees, noticing clouds. Take your sunglasses off and start to exercise. Take your visual muscles through that full range of motion, the same way that we would do while we are doing yoga or working out. We're taking our body through these ranges of motions. We also can do that with our eyes. And if we do, it will calm our autonomic nervous system, make us feel healthier, better, more confident, and more safe in these bodies, in this world. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the videos to come.